My father, who's passed away now about 16, 17 years ago. Boy, time flies.
Mm,
Um, he was a very hardworking man. He was a chemical engineer. He was a manager of chemical factory. He wasn't a man that was uh, so giving of many compliments, if you will.
yeah.
He was a straightforward, okay, very black and blue type of chemical engineer. He wasn't a sales guy. So anyway, to get to the story, his friend, who we called my uncle, like they were very close friends, lived in Burlington, Vermont. Okay. And Burlington was very close to the Canadian border. So when I was 13, they hosted the Olympics in Montreal.
Okay.
And we got tickets for some event. So we drove from our house in New Jersey up to Vermont, stayed with my uncle, and then we were going to go a few days to go see the 76 Olympics. That was the one where then known as Bruce Jenner won the decathlon. But oh, I tell you, he was amazing. I saw him come in that stadium and win the decathlon
So
live. Okay.
sure.
But anyway, let's get to the story. Then what happened was my mom and sister were going to volleyball and my aunt and my uncle, my father, and I were going to see field hockey.
Mm,
India versus Pakistan. Those were two powers of field hockey, but not many people were into field hockey. Okay. But so we're going to this field hockey, and my aunt decides she's not feeling well. She doesn't want to go. My uncle decides that at the last minute that he'd rather see volleyball with more action.
mm.
So he goes with my mom and sister. Now we're standing at McGill University, Montreal, Canada, French speaking. I'm 13 years old, and my father says, "We have a problem." I said, "Dad, what's the problem?" He says, "We've got what are we going to do with this extra ticket?" I said, "Dad, I'll take care of it." 13 years old, streets of Montreal, not speaking French, not two seats, only one seat. I sold that ticket to India versus Pakistan men's field hockey. And my father gave me one of the few compliments that he had given me in life. He said, "You know what?" He turned to me. He said, "You'll never starve." And I said, "What do you mean by that?" He says, "Just what I mean. You're a sales guy. And sales guys always eat and they can sell any type of product, whatever service or product that is, and you'll never starve in life." And I remember that. I think that gave me like a background of like, hey, no matter what else I can do, I can't do, whether I become a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer, it doesn't matter. My father told me that you're a sales guy and you will sell. And I think that was the start of something